dear students, as you are aware about that our institute Sri Swaminarayan International School has organized lectures for you, and so you must be alert and attentive while during the lecture. As you know that the concept of this unit is based on France and Prussia. Now you just focus on the concept of France and Prussia. Why? Due to this unit has indicate us one war between France and Prussia. Let's have a short glance of this unit, just like we start with our narrator. And what is the name of our narrator is Alphonse Daudet. Your first unit, the last lesson from your main textbook Flamingo, and the name of the narrator is Alphonse Daudet. Here is the name of Alphonse Daudet. So let's have a short glance about the narrator. Alphonse Daudet was a novelist and also short story writer. He was a French novelist. Okay, he sat this unit between 1870 to 71, and there was a war between France and Prussia. Who was the winner? Then France Prussia war was conducted between them, and here who was defeated? France was defeated. And who was the winner? Prussia was the winner. And so that's why Prussia's government, Prussia's constitution has declared one ordered by officer that only and only German language can teach parts of France and parts of the France. And what is the parts of the France? Alsace and Lorraine. It means in school of Alsace and Lorraine, no one can learn French language, only and only German language. They can speak, they can write only and only in German language. Now, what is the scenario of at that time? So there was a bulletin board, one classroom scenario, and also the method of the teacher. Now here is some important clue points for you. Let's have a focus on this clue first. Here is a one young boy and whose name is Franz. Actually Franz was afraid of, Franz was scolded by his teacher. So he did not ready to go to school. Just because of his teacher, he thought like that, my teacher scolded me due to I had not learned participles. Then after, he just observed the notice board, bulletin board, and then after he realized that there was an order from Berlin, and it means Berlin is the capital of the Germany, and the order was that this was the last lesson which was given by our teacher, and name of that teacher is M. Hamel, Mr. M. Hamel. And tomorrow onwards no one can speak and no one can write in French language. Okay, just take out your textbook which I have delivered already. Page number is 5 and para is second. So we start with the second para, and these all the explanation was cleared by me in my previous lecture also. And so we start with our first line, and the paragraph is second, page number is 5. Now first line, let's read the first line very deeply with the translation of this para. You need more clear the concept of this para with the hard words, with the synonyms of this page. Okay, if here is any synonyms, any hard word, then I will explain you, and also I will give you a similar word of this word which I have already sent to you. Okay, while first line, while I was thinking of all this, I heard my name called. It was my turn to recite. What would I not have given to be able to say that dreadful rule for the participle all through. Now here the translation of these lines is like that. Here Franz, who was a young boy, okay, who was a young boy in that time, in that war time, France and Prussia, at that time he was in the school, and he thought that now my name was declared by my teacher, my Mr. Hamel teacher. Now he was too much afraid due to not having the concept of participles, and he was very much dreadful also. Okay, but yet he tried to make himself very clear and very louder. without any mistake. He tried too much, but he was totally failed to explain the rules of the participles. So here is the line they indicated that he was too much dreadful. Like that, what would I not have given to be able to say that dreadful rule for the participle all through, very loud and clear and without one mistake. But I got mixed up on the first words and stood there holding on my desk, my heart beating and not daring to look up. Now what was the actual situation of the Franz? Now just Franz stood up and looked at straight in the eyes of his teacher, but he was not able. His voice was choked and he tried to utter so many rules, to explain so many rules of participles, but he was not able to explain each and every rules of participles. So he just looked at the desk and also he tried to holding his heartbeat due to he was too much afraid of. Now hearing the turn spoken by his teacher, now third para of your unit. I heard Mr. Hamel say to me, I won't scold you, little Franz, you must feel bad enough. See how it is. Every day we have said to ourselves, I have plenty of time, I will learn it tomorrow. And now you see where we have come out. Now here is the suggestion given by the Hamel. And what's the suggestion was that he realized each and everyone who was sitting in the classroom, just like villagers, little ones and all the students. He just informed that you every day you thought like that today we have a plenty of time and tomorrow we could done everything. If we want to learn French language, then we are able. Then you are always postponed your learning, and now you observe your condition right now. Right now you just told like that you are French people, but no, you didn't relate it to French people just because you just pretend like that. You are not French people and you even don't know the French language also. Now I heard, it means that Bob, it means Franz heard that Mr. Hamel was going to scold me, but in the contrary he was not scolded this Bob, means this Franz, and he just suggested them and also each and everyone who was present in the class like that. Every day you just pretend like that you live in France and also you are the people of the France, and you postponed your study. You postponed your study just thinking like that you have a plenty of time, but now see the condition of yours. You didn't have a plenty of time, just realize that and awake from this sense, okay? And now you see where we have come out. Now they all are come out with the situation of that war. Oh, that's a great trouble with Alsace. She puts off learning till tomorrow. Now those fellows out there will have the right to say to you, how is it you pretend to be Frenchman and yet you can neither speak nor write our own language. It means every time you pretend like that you are French people, but yet see this current situation of yours. You were not able to write and speak even French language. You just see this scenario, nothing else. And now Alsace and Lorraine was in great trouble. Great trouble. It means now what is the Alsace and what is the Lorraine? Actually Alsace and Lorraine is the parts of the France. Parts of the France, nothing else. So in France, these parts of France, Lorraine and Alsace was not going to teach any which language? French language. Okay. Next para. Your parents were not anxious enough to have you learn. They preferred to put you to work on a farm or at mills so as to have a little more money, and I have been to blame also. Have I not often sent you to water my flowers instead of learning your lessons? And when I wanted to go fishing, did I not just give you a holiday? Okay, Now he just tried to understand Franz like that. You just realize that your parents were not paying too much attention to you, taking your earning, taking your livelihood. They just wanted some few money from your side, like just that if you work in mill, then it's okay for them. If you work in the field, then it's okay with them. But what about me? He also blamed himself. He just told like that, "Okay, whenever I wanted to go fishing time, at that time I was also forced you to do this activity." Just like which type of activities? Just water the plant and so and so. So in this way, here Mr. Hamel just suggested that and announced that we three are, it means me, your parents and also children, were totally responsible for losing regard and respect of our mother tongue, and that is French language, nothing else. He also feel regret, he also feel guilty to doing this type of activity also. Next, then from one thing to another, Mr. Hamel went on to talk of the French language, saying that it was the most beautiful language and most loud and clear and logical language. Here, one point to another point, he was move on and he just focus on the French language, and he tried to say like that our mother tongue, French language, was most beautiful, one of the most beautiful language in the world, and it is so clear and also so logical language. Now, why he announced this? Just because of it was the last lesson of Mr. Hamel, and he tried to make them understood that about the regards, about the respect of their mother tongue. Okay. Now, take out the page number 7, first line of page number 7. Language in the world, the clearest, the most logical, that we must guard it among us and never forget it. It means this one was our mother tongue, our French language, and we were the guard of our language. If we never respect it, we never regard it, then we lose our identity also. And so, because when, now come on the line, fourth line, because when a people are enslaved, as long as they hold fast to their language, it is as if they had the key to their prison. It means, what is the meaning of this language and what is the meaning of this line? This line has a deepest meaning. Just like if you are right now staying in India, okay, if you don't know the meaning of the Gujarati and if you can't write and speak Gujarati, it means you are not really pure Gujarati people. And if you don't understand, if you can't write and read Gujarati, then you directly pass on your respect, your regards and also your identity to another country, to competitor countries, and then after they just become they become very easy to make you slaves, and this way French already became the slave of the Germany, Prussia. Why? Due to they unaware about the language, their mother tongue also. So if you know how to write and if you regard and respect your language, it means this one is the key for you to escape from the prison, and that prison is Prussian prison, nothing else. Here they try to indicate you this sense, okay, nothing else. Now, then he opened a grammar and read us our lesson. I was amazed to see how well I understood it. All he said seemed so easy I think too that. Now Franz, as a young boy, as a school boy, realized that his language is very easy, but before it he never realized it like that. His language is so easy. Due to this language became a burden of him, just like his books also became a burden on him. But now he was able to understand which words was uttered by his teacher Mr. Hamel, and also he understood all the concept of the lines which was read by his grammar teacher, and now it will be a very easy for him. Why? Now we realize the actual situation of the France, and also he had a disrespect for his teacher and also for his language. Now second para of this unit, page number 7. I had never listened to so carefully, and that he had never explained everything with so much patience. It seemed almost as if the poor man wanted to give us all he knew before going away, and to put it all into our heads at one stroke. Now he realized the actual psychology of his teacher. His teacher, every time his teacher went on very smoothly, very patiently, very kindly to all the students. But right now he realized that, but not before it. Our teacher tried to give us to stuck such words in our heads in a single one stroke, nothing else. Now next paragraph. After the grammar, we had a lesson in writing. Now first section was cleared by Mr. Hamel, and that is grammar portion. Okay. Now he was in writing section. That day Mr. Hamel had new copies for us, written in a beautiful round hand. France, Alsace, France. They looked like little flags floating everywhere in the schoolroom, hung from the road at the top of our desk. You ought to have seen how everyone sat to work. Now, after the grammar section, he just had a such type of copies. And what is the actual look of these copies? Just like each and every copy had a big, very gigantic writings, just like France, Alsace, France, Alsace. Now what it means? France, Alsace, France, Alsace, it means what? They looked like, just like each and every copy has written France, Alsace, France, Alsace, France, Alsace. It means they are the part of the France, and now they were passed on the Prussia due to there had one news, and that news is from the Berlin that no one can speak and write French language tomorrow onwards in the parts of France, just like Alsace and also Lorraine. Okay. Now you can observe that each and everyone was sat on his desk, and they sat to work very cautiously, very patiently, and utmost sincerity. He just tried to get the concept of his teacher, which was explained by his teacher, nothing else. Okay. And how quiet it was? It was very smoothly going, nothing else. The only sound was the scratching of the pen over the paper. Once some beetles flew in, but nobody paid any attention to them, not even the littlest one, who worked right on tracing their fish hooks, nothing else, as if that was French. Too, the roof of the pigeon cooed very low, and I thought to myself, will they make them sing in German, even the pigeons? Now he just trying to told you the scenario of the classroom. Everyone was sat on their work very patiently and very attentive, very careful. He just gave us one example of beetle. Just like one insect, one beetle entered in the room and flown here and there. No one paid any attention to that beetle, even though I saw him, but not a little ones, not other students, and not villagers who occupied last seat also. They were not pay any attention to that beetle. Just there was a sound of only scratching of the pen, even though you can't hear the sound of the desk also. And at that time I observed that one pigeon was on the roof and it was cooed. Cooed, it means the sound of the pigeon. It was cooed. So I thought like that maybe that German also enforced us like that. You also, it means what, you pigeon also had to sound coo in German language also. Now this is the end of our chapter, and remaining parts I will explain in my next lecture. So thank you. Bye.